Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody who's new. Hold on a minute, I gotta take a drink. My protein drink, I gotta drink about 3 of these a day, especially when I'm really sick and I can't eat regular food. I've not had a regular meal today. I had another day of massive migraines this morning, but they finally went away, so I'm like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get some work done. My daughter was supposed to come over and help me today, but then she let me know, Mom, I realize it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we're going to do our outside work today, and I'll come over and help you tomorrow. I was like, that's fine. I had to cut off my walk for tomorrow, but I'm going to do so much here in the house that I don't think it's going to matter. Today, I have Happy Mail, which is in this huge box here, and she taped it up so much, she told me to open it from upside down, so that's why it's upside down. So, she put a card in it. I am sure it will be at the very end. And I tried to move my table. I'm going to have to move it some more. You guys are going to move here. So this box would fit down. And that is not working. Let me try to move it this way. There we go. I had it the wrong way. I had the length trying to go down in between there and not the width. So there we go. I can actually pull you back towards me. Now, let's start with the acquisition I got. I was so excited. I saw this. I had gotten some yarn like this in a cotton box that I got from Affordably Crafty when she curated some boxes when she had gotten some high-end stuff, high-end hanks and yarn and stuff. And I got a box that was out of cotton blends. At first, she wasn't even sure if she was going to sell them. Well, I'm so glad that she did because I got a boucle type cotton yarn. Not sure what kind it is, but I loved it so much. It was so nice. Sorry, I just had something pop up on my computer. So nice to make amigurumi with. I wanted to find it and get more. Well, I don't think that this is the exact one, but it's really close. And I like this. We'll have to see how it works out. This is called Breeze by Brunswick Breeze. 40 grams per ball, approximately 100 yards. 80% cotton, 20% polyester. It doesn't give you everything on it. This is just a basic label with no, what size needles, all of that. I thought gauge is 5 stitches per 7 rows per inch on a number 4 needle. Okay. So that tells me this is probably considered like a 3-weight with the bumps, otherwise a 2-weight. Tell me what you think. If you can see it okay. I've got 2 lights on, so I'm hoping you guys can see this okay. It is nighttime. Like I said, I have been working. That's why I'm all red in the face. I don't have a fever. I've just done a lot of work today. Can you guys see that okay? You might be able to see it on the other color better. This one is, so give me the color number, or name, I meant natural. The shade is natural. And I believe I have 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I have 8 of these. I have 8 naturals. Oh, I have more. I thought I was supposed to have more than that. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I found the extra skein too. It was hiding down. 19 skeins of those. I was about to say, wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to have 19, not 9. 19 skeins of those. 10 of them are still in the plastic. And then I got 10 skeins of this pretty green, which is called cream de menthe. I would say that's about accurate from the cream de menthe that my mom drank when I was younger. I've never had it. I always want to try it when I was little. I wouldn't still mind trying it just to see what it tasted like. But I don't really drink alcohol and stuff with being sick. The doctor said I can do like red wines because the antioxidants and stuff in it. But there we go. Can you see that better? Tell me what you think about that. I know I like when I'm showing you yarn to do it better during the day. But again, I'm going to be working all day tomorrow with my daughter. So I'm not sure how long she's going to be here. But she goes to bed early because she's got to be up early in the morning. But I just have so much to get done. I have so much crocheting to do that I need to have a day to just sit and crochet. I haven't had one just for that the last couple days because I haven't been feeling well and I've been sleeping more. So, and that is that. I have 10 skeins of the green and I have 19 skeins of the white. I got these off of the page on, I always want to call it AOL, on Facebook. It is a yarn to stash page. If anybody is a friend, if you are a friend of mine on Facebook and you would like me to add you to the page, just let me know and I will do that. There's a couple of us on there. Donna, Terry, I think Ambi might be on there now. We're all just looking for deals. So here we go. And because of that yarn, my friend who sent me this is a box from Terry. This is my Happy Meal from Terry. She had gotten some of these are Patton's Cobble, called Patton's Cobbles. 3.5 ounce, 100 grams, 49% wool, 49% acrylic, 2% nylon. The shade of this is winter white. See that? Isn't that pretty? But it's in that, can you see? The light seems to be busting it out right now. Let's see if I do this. Can you see the bumps in it? I'm sure that's why it's called Cobbles. It has bumps in it. It's like threads put together, then every inch or so, little threads that wind around it to give it this puffy pattern. So, very soft. Now, for those of you who have been with me, you know that stuff that's really soft like this bothers my hands, and I have a hard time working with it. She showed me this, showed me that I think she won it or something, asked if I would like it, and I told her to keep some. I hope she doesn't, I don't know if she did. I told her to keep some because I didn't know if I would be able to work with it or not. And this is really soft. It is taking the moisture out of my hands, but I love it so much. I want to work with it. And then here's the other color, which is Tetra Teal. And maybe you can see the bumps in this better because it's not the white and it's not flowing out as much. Yeah. It is so pretty. Oh, it's a size 6. Super bulky. And it takes, where can I find it? 10 millimeter needles and 10 millimeter hook, which is usually a USN or a P. So, out of the way. Would have been better if I could have gone the other way. Oops. Package here in just a second. There's a package in the bottom. I'm trying to move all of these out to get to everything else. She's got them, it looks like, all throughout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the white so far. 1, 2 of the teal, 2, 3, 4. I have a feeling she sent me 5 and 5. Oh, and here's another color. This is Frosted Plum. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And I know what's in this package. Now, some of this I knew I was getting. Everything else is a complete surprise. So, you should send me some of these. Again, I think there's 5 of each. And I can't remember how many she told me she had of them. So I really hope she kept some for herself. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. There's another one of those out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 of the white. Okay. Now, let's move on to what is in here. This I'm excited about. These I knew was coming. Keep saying that I want to learn how to knit. And she asked if anybody needed knitting needles. And I was like, well, I'm going to, because one of the reasons I haven't learned is because I don't have knitting needles. And look at this. Look at all these knitting needles. Large ones. Small ones. Oh, I see some. Oh, these are DPNs. I didn't know she sent me DPNs. Shorter ones and the long ones. So we'll see. I don't know how I'll work with these long ones because of how I sit back against the couch. But we're going to see what we can make work. Yes, we are. I know at some point I'm going to need circular, but that'll come at that time. I need to stick myself with the needles. Back on like she did. So I don't need these just yet. Keep them in the hair as nice as I can. So who's ready to see more of the yarn? I know I am. It is so gorgeous. I can see some of it. Of course I can see it from some of it from here. Here is Katarina. Yarn Bee Katarina Yarn, called Saturday Siesta. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. That weighed 3 ounces, 295 yards. Use 4mm knitting needles or 5mm crochet hook. It says it's a size 3. 90% acrylic, 10% nylon. Isn't that just gorgeous? This is Saturday Siesta. Saturday Siesta. Saturday Siesta. Saturday Siesta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those. I see my 5th purple of the cobbles. Okay, these are jars. This one I think is in a regular mason jar. But these are rhubarb jam. One of them is made with sugar in it, so it's sweet, and the other one is made without it, so it's sour. I have not had a taste of rhubarb since I was a little girl, and she said she was making rhubarb jam, and I was like, oh, I wish I could try it. And she said, oh, I think you just might be able to. So she put those in here so that they would be packaged nicely and wouldn't get broke. Let's see what this, oh, a thread cutter on a cord so you can wear it around your neck. So that is nice. That'll especially be really nice when I'm working in the back room when we get it all cleared up. I am so excited. My husband has told me the ideas that he has for cleaning out the back room, and the fact that he has those ideas, I am just so excited because I can't do it on my own. And that he wants to help me now is really, really, really exciting to me. Wow, look at, oh, vintage yarn. Look at this. This I was not expecting. It's called Chadwick's Red Heart. Shrink resist, stretch resist, sock and sweater. Shangle proof, ready to knit, pull out skein. Save time, no winding. 100% virgin wool. 3-ply, 1 ounce. Color 769. And a die lot number. By Coats. Oh, look at that. And it's got the heart pull-out tag. I'd heard about those, but I have never ever had yarn that had the heart pull-out tag on it before. Oh my goodness, Donna! Wow! And this looks like it's a ball of the same sock and sweater, red heart, yes, of the same yarn. Look at that color. Isn't that gorgeous? A peachy pink. I love it. I love this so, so much. I'm not sure what I'll make out of this. Tell me what you think you would like all of this yarn. Tell me what's your favorite and tell me what you think you would want to make out of it. I know she sent me some things that she only had a little bit of, saying that, you know, I could probably use it for amigurumi. Honestly, I've never used wool for amigurumi, so I don't know how that would work. Okay, the rest of the blue and the purple of the cobblestone. Oh, I do need to move them. I was thinking, oh, they're all the way to the bottom. Lo and behold, no. There's more. I mean, I could see more around it, but there was some tiny, tiny skeins underneath that. I have, it looks like 2 skeins of wool-like loops and threads, wool-like. I can't read. Just wool-like? Is that the name of it? That must be the name of it. It's a #1, super fine. (678 yards, 620 meters, 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. Nice. I've been wanting some super fine yarn. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous color? How much? Did I say 678 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 620 meters. A 3.5 millimeter US E4 hook. And I don't see, yeah, it doesn't say any knitting. This is the second label I've seen like that this week. They didn't have a knitting needle size on it. Oh my goodness. Look at that yellow yarn. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Donna, oh my goodness. Oh, it feels so good. It's called Squishy. Knitted up squishy. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Hand-dyed yarn, approximately 420 yards. Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain is the name. Oh, singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I will not do any more because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. Look at that. What else does it say? Anything else? Machine cold, tumble dry, low. Knit up yarns, hand-dyed fibers. That's about it. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to cry. Thank you so much, Donna. I love it. Feeling all of this, plus I just washed my hands before I came in here. I've got to put some lotion on my hands. Bear with me here for just a second. It's not just the softy ones, it's all of them right now, just because I've been working so much and I was using cleaner. Oh my goodness. One of the reasons I look as red as I do is because I had to look all over my house in the warmest rooms of the house, looking for this concentrate of this cleaner that I know that I hadn't used all of the concentrate that I got. And it's from the direct sales company I used to work with called Longevity, and it's an extra strength cleaner. And let me tell you, we have a spot when my daughter lived here. She had 2 cats along with our 2 cats. So we had 4 cats all together. And one of them, because I think it was just 3 cats at first, or no, she brought them both at the same time. She moved in and out so many times. I can't remember. She may have just lived here with us with Mew for a little bit and then got Calvin. But Calvin is black and white, just like my cat. And just like Little Bit now. Oh, I did something to my arm. It hurts. And he got upset, and we never did figure out why. He had not been fixed yet, and he was starting to spray in the house, but then not just spray. I must have hit my arm right here because it hurts really, really bad. Not just spray, but he would start to pee, and he actually started to poop in other areas of the house. So she cleaned it up. She was very good at getting it cleaned up right away as soon as she found it. But the room that I'm in had a closet that he would get into, and we thought we had gotten it all cleaned out, but especially on these hot days, it was starting to just smell. And I asked my husband, because he always tells me, oh, that's your imagination. You're not smelling anything. I said, this smells like cat urine. He said, yeah. He said, and I've tried everything. I have tried. We have a couple different pet products. Woolite Pet. There was another one that was made Bissell for the Bissell. We had a Bissell cleaner, and I think it broke when I don't know if it was my daughter was using it. She used it more than we did. But my husband had gotten it once. A Bissell, the wet carpet cleaner, where you add the water and all that. Anyway, he tried both of those and tried to spot clean different things, and he could not get it up. I think all he did was like I did. He just sprayed it, because I did find some very old poop on the floor the other day, because we had wondered if maybe a little bit, because the smell was going in there and using it like a litter box. And none of it was fresh. It was all like petrified. So I got it all cleaned up, and then I took this and a couple days before I found that, though, I had taken this spray, this super strength spray, and I just sprayed it all in there. And it's supposed to be so good that if you have wood that has black mold on it, if you spray it down and let it completely dry, like spray it down till it's like wet, really wet, and then let it completely dry, the mold should never grow there again. After you've, taken care of getting rid of all the mold and all of that. So I had gotten it because of some of the issues we're having in our bathroom. I just took it and I sprayed it in there. And the next day it was like, wow, no urine smell anymore. No smell at all. And then it was getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And then that's when we thought maybe a little bit was using it because you could smell the urine a little bit again and a little bit of a poop smell. And then I found what I found on the floor and I cleaned it up. And I was almost, I mean, there was hardly anything left in this bottle. And I'm like, I gotta find the concentrate. I spent hours, not yesterday, but the night before. So yesterday was Friday, Thursday night looking for it. Couldn't find it. I looked a little bit yesterday, couldn't find it. I was looking for this little bottle because I was thinking it was their essential oil line, but no, it's made with all natural and essential oils and stuff. But it's called Nature's Direct, I think, something like that, because they have more than two natural oil lines, and they have their longevity line, and then they have this one, and the cleaner and stuff. Although they have a cleaning one in the other line because I got it. I was going to try to make that up, but I didn't really have another bottle, and it was, just a teeny tiny bottle. I wasn't sure exactly what I'll use from that bottle, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the same stuff, because I looked at the other bottle because it has a label on it with the name, the product and all that. I'm like, this isn't the same stuff. So then I looked online to see, and the bottle's about that big. I'm like, I gotta look for a different type of bottle. Went looking for it. I should have started the first place that I thought to look for it. That ended up being the last place I looked, and it's where I found it. So anyway, I found it. I got a whole bottle made. I had hung up a couple clothes items in there today when I was cleaning in there, taking stuff off of my bed. See, my husband we were changing clothing from my room and his room and switching it because all of his clothes were in the room I sleep in and all of my clothes were in the room that he sleeps in. So we were trying to switch it so that we would stop waking each other up when we needed to find something. And so he just started doing it when I was feeling mega bad and I was sleeping and I couldn't do nothing. And because he started feeling a little better. He's like, he was planning on doing this all summer, but he's been feeling terrible. He's gotten an epidural. He's had to get so much done. He's like, I'm sorry, I know there's so much we need to do. We want to get done, but I just can't right now because I'm in pain. And who am I to say, no, you have to? I mean, I'm a pain patient. I understand that. So I told him, that's fine. I understand. When you can, we will. But then all of a sudden, he must have felt like doing it because he was doing it on a day that I couldn't get up and do anything. And like I showed you guys the other day, there was a pile of his clothes over here. Either I showed you or I showed it to the people that I video chat with now. I can't remember. Maybe it was a video chat. Anyway, there's a pile of clothes sitting right here of his waiting to be able to go in the closet. Well, the closet's not cleaned out yet because it still has all my stuff in it. So we have got to get in there. That's why my daughter's coming tomorrow. But I had told him, because he had had all of his clothes on his bed waiting for me to be able to help him a little bit and get the stuff out of the drawers and put it into the drawers in my room because he didn't want to pick the drawers, to put them in and everything. So I just told him, I said, just take everything out of the drawers, put it on my bed. It's okay, cover my bed because I don't plan on, I can sleep on the couch. He can't. I can't. I enjoy sleeping on the couch. He doesn't. So he did that. And so I've been cleaning all day. And I just looked. I have my box of prizes sitting over here that I still need to go out. I promise I'm going to get to it. I promise. Hopefully in the next couple days. Get things done and settled up with her tomorrow. Get as much done as I can while I have her here to help me. And then prizes I will probably do, I would say Monday or Tuesday. I know we each have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and then we have physical therapy on Thursday. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy week next week. But I haven't had a doctor's appointment for a little bit. So, a little bit for me is like a week ago. So, I had a whole week off. I was like, yay, I got a whole week off. Give me a whole month off and I'll be thrilled. But that'll never happen. Oh, here's another one of the Teal Lake. That's never going to happen. Donna, you did not have to. Look at this. Goodness, look at this. Look at all those colors in this. Her and I both love variegated yarn. Look at that yarn. Oh, you can smell. It smells like wool. Oh my goodness. This is a jitterbug. This is free pattern overleaf. This tag on it says sock yarn. I'm not going to tell you the price on it. I'm sure she probably didn't pay that price, but maybe she did. She's like me. She does a lot of yarn destashing and stuff, so she may have gotten it destashed. I seem to remember these on a destash that I liked. Give me information. Needle size 3.25 millimeter. Now this one gives a needle size and not a hook size. What weight is this? Well, that said, I think it said sock yarn. Made in Wales. Colorway. I can't see if it has a name on the colorway. Dusk. The colorway is dusk. I can see this better with this light on it, but you guys can't. Sorry. Easy Care. Easy Care instructions are simple. This is hand-dyed yarn. Is superwash treated, but needs to be treated kindly. You can machine wash, but only on a cold woolen setting using mild woolen. So I'm guessing this is superwash merino. 291 meters, 110 grams. And here it says Colinet.com, Colinet Yarns. Yeah, it must be just superwash merino. It doesn't give a like 100% or this or that I can find on it. But this is gorgeous, and put it with this. That would be so pretty. A shawl or something made out of both of these. Again, tell me what you think. They both. Yep. This one smells more wool. That smells like wool too. Ugh. I never used to like the smell of wool. My cat goes crazy over it. So I always have to make sure all of my wool is put in a different place. These don't have labels, but they smell like wool. Unless they just smell that way because they were by the other. But they have that feeling, that just a tad bit scratchy feeling that wool does. So those are pretty. They also look like number one. Get it everything here. Is that something that I need? I think she just put paper on the top to make sure that it didn't get cut through. But it's stuck to the tape, all the tape that you put on the top. Maybe she had to put that on to make sure. Open cross. Okay. Okay. These are what's left. This is Yarn Bee Stitch 101 Acetate Blush. Isn't that gorgeous? This is number 4. Huh. I was expecting it to say number 1. Number 4. A light 4, I would say. Probably more like an Aran 4. (9-ounce). No, 3.5 ounce, 100 grams. I saw it looked like the gram sign looked like a 9. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 180 yards, 185 meters. 100% acetate. I don't know if I've worked with just plain acetate. Have you? And if so, what have you made with it? I was never into looking at what my yarn was made of when I worked with it before. I just always made sure to get the same kind when I bought it and enough for a project. US 5mm knitting needles and 5.5 crochet hook. Again, this is color blush. And there's 2 of those. And this is Yarn Bee Stitch 101 Acetate in the color Redwood. Isn't that pretty? And there's 2 of those. Those are so pretty. I'm going to lay those back down in the box because I don't really have any room over here next to me anymore. And this is Lamb's Pride Worsted. 85% wool, 15% mohair. Look at this. I know to you it may look, it's coming with an overcast looking like a blue, but this is purple. This is a very pretty blue purple, like eggplant. And the color is clematis. Spun and dyed by Brown Sheep Company Incorporated, Mitchell, Nebraska. Hand wash in cool water using Brown's Top of the Lamb shampoo and a ½ cup of white vinegar. Rinse thoroughly, adding 1/8 cup of white vinegar to the last. Clear, rinse, roll gently in a towel to remove excess water. Do not twist or wring and lay flat to dry. Press with cool iron if needed. 85% wool, 15% mohair, 4 ounces, 190 yards per skein, 113 grams. Gauge 4.5 stitches per inch, needle size 8. Isn't that? Oh, it's so gorgeous. If you could only see the true color. Let me see. And it still looks blue from back here. I mean, it looks like a purple blue, but it's not the purple that it is. This is one of the first times that I've had a real, okay, that looks a little bit closer. But it still is picking up the blue hinge. The blue hue, not hinge. But I have also noticed when I tape on my laptop that the color you guys end up seeing turns out better than what I see when I'm recording. So hopefully it looks better to you. And then the last thing in here, oh my goodness, I think I'm going to cry. I forgot about this. I think she did show this to me and I forgot all about it. It is a set of circular needles. And I've got it upside down. There we go. Oops, you guys can't see it anyway. I had it too far down. Circular needles. Say Sears Happier Knitting. Tips for happier knitting needle kits. So these, it looks like they're originally from Sears. So it's a vintage kit. Wow. This is supposed to go in here. can get it in there. I don't know if she did and it fell out, or if this is the one that's used most, so it's not shaped the same anymore. I'm trying it the wrong, or maybe trying it the wrong way. Let's try it this way. It seems too big for the groove. That's what it does. No, because all the other ones are this way. Harder. Nope, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to. Or does not want to stay in its spot. It's saying nope, nope, nope. Maybe. Does that turn? Because all the other ones are turned the same way. And if you notice, these two are turned away from each other. So one of these got turned. Or the cord did, after much use. The cord also seems to be too big for the space that they have in here for it. I know when it comes to circulars and that, I've heard the best is Chaigu, but I also have a friend who the locking mechanism isn't working right for where you put the needle on, and she's having a really hard time with that. And she wrote them, and the customer service does not seem to be all that great. Here we go. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be over on this side. That could be. Here, we've got all of these. And all of those over there. Oh my goodness. Donna, I don't know what to say. I love you so much, woman. You are amazing, and you are taking care of me. Oh my goodness. I knew you had, at one point, you had shown me this kit, and I had thought you got it for yourself, and then I know you mentioned about making sure that I had everything that I needed. And you were just way too good to me, Donna. Just too good. Again, my humbleness, my saying thank you. I can't say thank you enough, and I'll say it a million trillion times. Yep, I think that's it. This was supposed to go on this side. It wasn't fitting on the other side because it was meant for over here. Just get it in the right way, so I don't lose anything if it gets moved, and nobody else can lose it on me. Like if my husband decides to move things that he's not sure of what they are, he does a little more than he should. Yeah, that is so weird, since those, maybe when I get a needle hooked on it, it will turn the way it's supposed to. It's not wanting to in here. I may have just got it. There's another one that wants to come out too. It's like they're all saying, you can put one in really well, and the rest of our ends are going to come out. But goodness gracious, look at this. Big sizes, like the medium and the small sizes over here. So it must be missing one cord. I can live with that. I can live with that. It must be missing the thin cord that goes with the smaller needles. I can definitely learn on this, have what I need, and if I need to buy needles later on, like one cord or something, one in that size. But I definitely got what I need here. Oh, these are so gorgeous. The locks. I'll definitely have to learn how to put them together, that's for sure. I don't know if this is missing something under here or if it's just an open thing in order to close it all up together. Wow. Amazing. Just amazing. Oh, it must have had a cord that went around and snapped and it came off. I'm just going to say how sturdy these vintage boxes are, but straps are not as sturdy as the box themselves. So that does not surprise me, but oh, this is so gorgeous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough, Donna. Thank you. And I love you. You know I love you. I've gotten to know Donna so well that she is like, we often joke, I don't want it to go on the bottom now. I want it to go. Actually, I'm going to take what I already put in here out. We say we're like twins sometimes because we have so many things in common. And I've gotten to know Terry from Nana's Creative Ideas. And the three of us, when you get the three of us together in video chat, it is just so fun. And we have so much fun. And we laugh. You know, sometimes we laugh until we cry. And I mean, there's other regulars too. There's Ambi from Ambi's Craft Reads. There's Kaylin when she has time to come in. She used to come in more. She doesn't have time to now as much. But I get that. It's been summer. Her son's been home. So maybe once school starts again, which it is getting ready to start for her. Well, for her son, for them down there. Maybe she'll have more time. And I know school around here is getting ready to start too in a couple weeks. Or I think my husband said in a week. Because it usually starts the second or third week of August. So I just started seeing back to school stuff in the ads because I'm the one who, my husband does the shopping, but I'm the one who will go through and find what he's getting when he goes shopping. So I don't know how she got this all in here. Maybe because this stuff is so squishy. These other ones on top. I'm going to sign off with you guys. I can finish doing this in a minute. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get this ready to go up. So hopefully you guys all, some of you might get a chance to see it tonight. Maybe not all of you. It is going on 11. I am going to jump in the shower real quick, rinse off, put my jammies on, and then I'm probably going to open the room for anybody who's up and wants to be in there. So I will see you guys soon. Remember, no matter what, you matter. You matter. And you are beautiful. You are gorgeous, handsome. Also remember, if any of you are still watching, I just saw how long I've been on here. If you are still watching, if you want to vote for what my first book is going to be that I read on the channel, please go to my Facebook group, which is AJ's Personal Touch. It's my logo with yellow behind it. Go there, and there is a poll up where you can vote for what book you want me to read first. The only one that I have here physically is Anna Karenina. The others may be here somewhere physically in a box, but actually I know there are some here physically in a box. From when I had to pack up my room way back when we got a sleep by number bed. And I was too sick. Oh, I could barely move back then. So I couldn't put things back. And my husband just piled them up in the room that we were using at the time with to put our stuff in that was all of our boxes and stuff that were storage. So they ended up with all of the boxes from the garage that were storage that had to be brought in when we had a tree through the roof. So they are in the back room. We need to go through them. That's one of the things we need to do. And he wants to do it quickly. And one of the reasons is because I love my daughter so much. She has a refrigerator that he had gotten her for her room. And when she moved out to move into an apartment, she didn't want it. Well, now that she's living in a house, she wants it. And actually, I mean, her and her husband, her and her boyfriend, maybe someday spouse, who knows? I don't know what they're thinking, honestly. But I'm gonna leave this out here. They got a house together. So after she had broke up with her last boyfriend, who she had been in an apartment with, and then she was in an apartment by herself for a while, and then they really wanted a house, so they bought a house together. They closed on it last December, and actually, I keep thinking it was September. My husband said it was December, so I'll go with December. And I love the house, but the bedroom's in the basement, and that's just weird to me. Um, but it's gorgeous, and their layout they have is really amazing. So, and they have all this stuff for their cats, cat trees, a thing in the window, a hammock in the window, so they can look out the window. And the cats are they just love this house so much more than they love the apartments. So it's just a great fit. And the neighborhood, it has its iffy moments, but it's a pretty decent neighborhood. So, that's good. Now, with all that said, um, oh, he's going to go through this stuff faster because she wants a refrigerator. And there's actually two back there. There's one that I had in my office. So he's thinking maybe she'll take both. So she asked him to please, find it for her. So since she did that, I know that that's our next thing that we're going to tackle. We just can't do it in this heat the way that it is. And plus, he really wants to get it set up so that I can have a craft room. And I almost cried when he told me that. And he's told me how he wants things to be and how he wants to move some things around. And we have things here in this room that need to go out. Like we have a love seat here right now that's just full of stuff, which will eventually be in the back room when we make it into a craft room. And because when I get working and when I'm not feeling well, I just leave it all right here. And my book's right there on the love seat. Well, we're going to get rid of the love seat. We have another Lazy Boy recliner. We're going to bring that up here. And, it's a recliner. I don't know if it's Lazy Boy or not. It used to be when I was younger that almost all recliners were Lazy Boys, or you just called them Lazy Boys. So I'm used to that. So, we have a recliner to bring up here. And we're going to take the love seat out. We have a big shelf over there that has our TV and stuff on it. We're going to take that out. I would love to keep it because I don't get to walk outside as much, but I have it's not just a walker. It's a walker, a stair stepper, and like a elliptical all in one. It's really cool. And I loved it when I could use it all the time. I cannot, unfortunately, now use it all the time. It's by Bowflex. And I just spent a lot of money for it, and I love it. But we're probably going to have to find a new home for that. Although if we could find a spot for it instead, I would be really happy so that I could use it. It seems to be the thing that catches all of our boxes right now. Right now it has all my yarn on it. So if I could find a place where it doesn't be a catch-all where I can actually use it, that would be great. My doctor not wanting me to walk outside by myself. It would be really great if I could use that instead of having to find somebody to come and walk with me all the time. But it is what it is. And I do enjoy walking with my friend Ellen because I love talking to her. And sometimes I feel like I'm the one doing all the talking since I never have anybody to talk to. So I need to tell her, just tell me to shut up sometimes so you can get a word in edgewise. So anyway, with that said, you guys all know how much I like to talk because I do it with you. I'm going to get out of here so I can do all the things that I said I need to do because I want to get the room open because somebody's going to be going on vacation soon and I'm not going to get to see her very often in the next week and I will miss her and I want to make sure to spend my last 2 nights with her for at least a little bit. So with that said, I am going to go. I will see you guys later. Again, I said you matter. I started all of that. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are gorgeous. Don't ever forget that, please. It took me a long, long time to understand that and get it through my head that I matter and that I am beautiful. Please don't take as long as I did. I love you guys. I truly do. You are like family to me. And if you ever need me for anything, send me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. With that, later. I'm sure I will see you soon. I have more stuff to get taped here soon. So, later.